my friend Rene Geukens in Paarl. He is a small loft. He's very famous from pigeons with a small loft, 10 breeders, 10 racing hens and 10 racing cocks. What you see now is the mother of the loft. It's the strain of Figo from Hilde Reinertz, Anton and Hilde Reinertz in Passendale. She comes from a sister from Figo. This is the strain, and maybe you can show the wings. Doma de vleugel. You see the wings? And she is from 2006. And she gave many first prize winners. His best cock this year, the Blue Wippen, is also a son from this couple, from her. And how many first prizes, René? Hoeveel eerste prijzen heeft hij gevlogen?
Oei, ik denk dit jaar toch al de 3, 4 al.
Yes, this cock has 4 first prizes this year, and verleden jaar?
Verleden jaar 3 ook.
And last year 7 first prizes, a son. It's in the moment the best racing cock in the loft. So this is the mother of the loft. What I told you, it's strain Figo from Passendale, Anton and Hilde Reinertz. She's from 2006. And she's mother from many first prizes, and grandmother also from the best of the best from Rene. Now we have the father of the loft. It's 100% inbreed of the Cannibal from Dirk van Dijk via his friend Rudy Hendricks. And this cock is from which year? 2008. It's a Blue Wippen, how they say in Flemish, and I told you already, this is the father of many first prize winners. Matted against the hen, what you have seen from the strain from Figo, and this is the success of the loft from Rene Geukens. In the beginning he had other pigeons, and then he had this wonder pair, and the youngsters from this pigeon were 5 or 10 minutes earlier, so he put all other pigeons away and focused now on this pair. It's from 2008, inbreed Cannibal. Oh, he's still fighting for his freedom. Nice wings. Now we have Matisse. Matisse is a son of the Stammkoppel, the couple, the pair number 1, what you have seen, the cock and the hen. Matisse was a wonder cock with 5 first prizes, 3 second prizes, and is now in the breeding loft, and also his children are doing very well with first prize winners, and it's one of the best breeding cocks now, and it was one of the best racing cocks. It's a son from the basic couple, from the basic pair. 5 first prizes. The strain is from the father Cannibal, and the mother comes from a sister Figo, Anton and Hilde Reinertz. Also a wonderful wing. Very fast birds on the middle distance.
So now this bird is for breeding loft.
Now he is in the breeding loft after a wonderful career as a racer, and he gives also very good youngsters. So now we have the super hen Loire. She is a daughter from the basic couple, from the Cannibal with Figo line, what you have seen. She won 5 first prizes and I think 4 second prizes, and she's mother of 2 wonderful birds, the 31 and 32. The 31 and 2 make the first prize from the whole district against 4,000 pigeons. So she's a super breeding hen after her successful career as a racing hen. And she is the sister of Matisse, what you have seen, and from Matisse a son made last week the 7th against 4,800 pigeons in the province. Wonderful eye and nice wings.
So what kind of food and products you used for your pigeon?
De vraag is voor de Polnische liefhebbers, wat geeft je aan de duiven? Wat is de verzorging? Welke eten geef je? Vertel maar een keer, Rene, in Vlaams. Ik zal het vertalen.
Ik gebak gewoon matador nu voor het moment. We zijn bij matador bezig. Voor de vliegers en voor de jonge duiven. Plus dan in drinkwater doe je dan hilt en sil. En om de maand geef ik een 3 kuur. En dat is alles wat ik doe.
So in the moment he gives the food from Matador, the pigeon food, and he also makes once in the month something against trichomonas, and during the other days he gives 2 products from Birdie. That is a very secret trip because he's racing very well, and the Birdie products, we have one here.
Yes.
And he gives 1 drop in 1 liter.
Ja.
And for what helped that? For what?
Dat is voor de beenderstellen en voor de malse pluimen.
This is for smooth feathers and for the healthy. So every day 1 drop per liter. But if you give some medicine, you have to stop with this. So you just give this when you are free from vitamins or medicine. This in the water. It's a very good product. So 1 drop per liter.
Het is voor 600 liter water.
So and this small bottle is good enough for 600 liter water. So 1 drop and it's good and healthy and very good for the feathers. And this is for something to keep them healthy when other pigeons come in the loft and they drink, so they don't get sick. So it's really something that keeps them healthy. So it's really, hoeveel geeft je?
5 druppels.
5 drops per liter.
Ja. En om de maand is verhogen, een week en terug.
And you give it 4 weeks, and in the 5th week you give 10 drops. So. And then you go back to 5 drops. And this is good for
200 liter water, denk ik.
For 200 liter water.
So only these products you use in your loft, or you
together
give
with this?
Else? Ja, samen.
This together?
Ja.
5 drops,
jaar door.
1 drops, the whole year. But when he gives the breeding pairs, the youngsters and the racing team.
And them you no need give.
No, they are very
only
top
that one,
condition.
and you give that one every day.
Every day. But if you give medicine or something else, you can't give this.
Nee, dat breekt af, alles breekt af. Hè?
Yeah, and we have been today by Benny Stevening, the famous racer with the cheapo. He also gives this. And this is really a super product. And you can buy this in Belgium or in Germany, and if some Polish friends would like to have this, just call me up, I can send this, no problem. But this is really a good secret tip.
Altijd de duiven gezond en goed te bevruchten, altijd alles prima.
All 365 days healthy pigeons.
Ik denk al 8 jaar dat je dat geeft.
He gives this already 8 years.
So thank you very much. You tell Polish fans here your secret, because
that's really his secret.
Really
2
nice.
small bottles, but the secret from this loft is 10 breeding pairs, 10 racing cocks, and 10 racing hens. So in his racing loft in the beginning, 10 cocks, 10 hens, and in the breeding loft just 10 hard selected couples, so 20 youngsters per round, and then maybe sometime egg is not good, but 18 until 20 youngsters are from the breeding pairs from around. So it's not a high amount.
Most secret is only a good pigeon for this lot.
Ze moeten eerst eens vliegen, anders mogen ze niet blijven.
If they don't fly a first prize selection and they don't go to the breeding loft. All the pigeons are proven racers or fantastic pedigrees in the breeding loft. Just 10 pairs, not more. That's it.
So we already see your secret products. So what kind of food you give your birds?
Wat geeft je aan de duiven? Welke maak en welke eten?
Deze is van Matador. Ik ben daar over een maand of 3 mee begonnen en dat valt goed mee. En dat is de Primus Start van Matador. Dat doe ik in het begin van de week.
So this is in the beginning of the week. So that means Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This is from Matador, a special mixture.
Dat is niet zo sterk eten.
That's not so strong, not so hard. You see, it's all different kinds of
zonnepieten en zo veel.
Sunflowers and wheat and dari and corn. So it's a nice mixture.
And you give something extra for this?
Komt er nog iets erop of zo?
Nee, ja, wat dingen, conditiepoeier of zo. Hè. Dat,
condition powder.
Op het einde van de week.
End of the week, not end of the week of this, but he gives some condition powder over the food. Ja. And this is in the beginning of the week.
En deze, de 4 laatste eetbeurten, begin ik, de 5e begin ik half-half en de 4 eetbeurten voor de inkorving krijgen ze deze.
The last 4 meals before they get basket for the race, they get this 100% like this. Otherwise, in the middle of the week, he makes 50-50,
yeah.
And then he gets 100% from this,
yeah.
The last 4 meals, and you give some vitamins, iets speciaal nog aan vitaminen of zo?
Nee, nee. Niks als conditiepoeier, anders
the condition powder over...
En druivensuiker bij.
What kind condition powder you used?
Welke marke is dat condition powder? Also from birdie production. Birdie production. And sugar in the water. Traubenzucker.
Druivensuiker, ja.
Yeah.
Maar dat doe ik op deten ook, hè. Op
He
deten,
puts it over
de conditiepoeier en dan bij...
over the food.
Ja.
Traubenzucker in German.
Olie,
that's sugar. You know, dextro pur.
Ja.
Traubenzucker.
Ja.
You have to translate this. So this is the meals and some condition powder and some sugar, and the condition powder is from Birdie products. What you have seen, the 2 little bottles, and that's it.
Dat is het. Meer doe ik niet.
And high quality pigeons.
Voilà.
Plus Rene.
Plus Rene. So this is from Birdie.
Vital.
This is the same like you have seen the 2 little bottles, and this is the condition powder. Rene, show it. It's very fine. And how does it taste? Who smaakt het?
Oh, dat hebben we nog niet geproefd.
Yeah, we proefed. That's it. Tastes good.
Ja?
So he puts it over the meals. Hoeveel keer in de week?
Dat is te zien. Als het zware vluchten zijn 2 keer, anders 1 keer.
When it's a hard competition, a hard race, 2 times in the week, otherwise 1 time. And
how much spoon or grams you use?
Een lepel of een
goede soeplepel.
Een soep.
Maar er zijn bekertjes bij, hè? Er zit
een spoon. A spoon. There's a spoon in the 1 spoon on hoeveel? Een kilo?
Een halve kilo.
A half kilo, 1 spoon. One soup spoon. And this you put over the meal from the pigeons. And the glucose,
er is niet zoveel bij als dat.
In the water?
Nee, op de eten.
Also,
ik mengel dat hierbij onderhand.
He mix it together. This is glucose. Really good. Sugar together and mix it over
het essen.
Yeah, over the meal.
Ja.
How much?
Oh, dat speelt geen rol. Een goede soplepel of 2. Dat ze goed mengelt, dat goed aanhangt.
A soup spoon and mix it together.
Ja. Ik doe een klein beetje olie.
A little bit olive oil or something.
Olive oil for people.
Yeah, they get
so make wet and that one stick for
together.
Maar dat is maar een heel klein beetje, hè, want dat is
just a little bit.
You used some
not very much
garlic oil or
knoflook of so.
Nee, niks. No. Vroeger wel, met cent dat ik geld en zil gebruik, niks meer.
Now
so only this product what you show Polish fancier you used and nothing else.
That's it.
Not that.
That's it. So this is the secret from Rene Geukens. Sweet secret. You see the two lofts here, and one day the hens sit here, and one day the cocks. So he changes. There are two volières. One day the cocks here, the next day here. So they always have something different, and they stay in good condition, and they don't mat together. So so they don't mat together, hens with hens. So it's always a difference every day, and they go in this loft and they go back again, and so he tries to keep them in a good condition, and they don't have no idea to mat together.
So you not only keep hens here, you make different. One day cock, one day hen.
He changed.
Yeah.
Change.
So they have something new every day, and they don't start to get homo.
Ja. Mijn kotten zijn altijd proper. De bakken zijn de hele week toe. Op het moment dat ze weten dat het vrijdag is, voeren ze in de bakken en dan weten ze dat ze moeten gaan ingekorfd worden.
They are the whole week in this loft, and on Friday they go back to their main loft, and when they know they get something to eat, what we have filmed, they know, we have to go to a race, and they are really excited.
Some people it's used loft when it's have boxes for cock and box like that for hen. You only used another loft when you basket pigeon?
Yeah,
or?
this is where he breeds. When they in the winter, when they come together.
Yeah.
First round he breeds there, and then he separates the cock and the hen, and one day here, one day here. On Friday they come back in the main loft, and they get their meal, and then they know we have to go to the race. And then they stay together 50 minutes in the special box, and then they are motivated.
En ze komen goed binnen wat ze...
And they always go immediately in the loft. When they come from the race, bonk,
Bank binnen.
they jump.
Niet koeken. Nee. Ja, koeken is dat.
Special system.
Dat is wel een goed systeem, zo, ja. Anders paren ze gemaakt.
Otherwise you have too much homos.
Ja.
Every day something different.
Altijd heel zo bij de vinneken bij zitten. En dat ze nooit niet kunnen trainen en zo, hè. Die zitten heel samen altijd.
These are special boxes for the motivation, and the hen sits upside in the...
Plus het manneken ook als ze vertrekken, hè. Ik laat die altijd bij in 15 minuten, hè.
They stay together 15 minutes and they sit upstairs.
En ze kunnen niet paren, hè.
And they can't make sex.
Yeah.
No
so
sex.
Cook stay top, hen stay...
En zetten die altijd bankjes dat ze donker zitten, hè.
See, and they have a little bit privacy. They have privacy with the board.
Hoe sneller...
And it's a little dark. And she is sitting in the bowl. She's sitting in the bowl and the cock on top.
Hen, it's a bottom.
Ja.
Cock top.
No, and then the hen goes upstairs.
And cock.
And they're all together upstairs.
All
Ze kunnen alle twee boven zitten. Hè?
Ja, alle twee boven. Dat is de bedoeling, hè. Dat ze niet... Anders vroeger waren altijd dat ze...
Now you no have another loft for hens.
Vroeger als die samen zaten, die hadden allemaal de helft hadden getraind voordat ik erbij was. Nu is dat niet.
Now they have no space to make sex. They sit together in the bowl.
Yeah.
And they hug and they kiss and they have make love, but they can have no sex.
Yeah.
Als ze niet samen in een kom gaan liggen, moeten ze niet zetten, want ze komen niet.
If they don't lie together in the bowl and they are happy, they don't win a prize.
No
That's
prize.
his experience. No prize.
Hoe sneller dat ze in een kom gaan liggen en de vinneke boven erop is bingo. Dat is altijd goed.
When the hen sits on top of the cock in the bowl, then he's crazy. He will fly very fast. You see this mat, the black mat?
Ja, 30 meter ligt er tussen zo. Hè.
20
en die
meters.
kan tot 18 graden warm stoken.
And he can turn it on for 18 degrees.
Ja.
And when it's cold and foggy and not
als ze
nice
thuis
outside,
komen, dat is het verwarmingshokje.
And then he can turn it on. He turns it on until 18 degrees and it gets nice and warm in the loft. And when they come back from a race, it's nice and warm.
Altijd, en dan zijn ze drek. En als ze dan van de vrouwtjes afgaan, worden ze allemaal gewassen.
And they have
in warme water.
When he takes the hens away after the race, he washes them in the bath.
Ja.
And then they go back, and then he turns on the black mat, 18-20 degrees, and they feel very comfortable.
Ja.
After the bath.
Elke week doen we dat. Elke week.
So now you see the sugar and the powder on the food. What we showed. This is the vitamins, the sugar, glucose, and the condition powder on the meal. You see how much he gives, and it doesn't depend on if something is left over, but you see it's enough here, and this is the energy for the pigeons for the race.
So that means you feed your pigeon full, no
Yeah,
spoons.
this is the
full.
last meal, and they go basket, and they have tomorrow a race.
Ja.
So they have enough energy, sugar. And
so today you have basketing, and that one is all left for
that's all left
basket.
over. Yeah. So they had enough to eat. So now we have to thank Gottlieb and Rene for all the secrets and to show his pigeons. And believe me, this is one of the secret tips in Belgium with 10 breeding pairs, 10 racers and 10 racing hens. That is not the quantity, it's the quality. So less is more by Rene, and you will see the results and we can follow them, and he's really the tip of Belgium. Thank you.
Dank je.
Dank u.